Yeah. Solid Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9 hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep, go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is going on? How you doing? How's everybody? How your mammy and them? It's your boy Wild Card War. Wild Card Mar. Sorry, I got a mouthful of brownies, y'all. I need to chill out. But no, thank you for tuning in. Last episode of the week. As you know, try to come on here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I know I'm a little late today, but it's okay. I'm on CP time. It's all good. But I'm glad that you are still rocking with your boy. But got a lot to talk about. Obviously, you see the headlines. It's Wednesday, so it's the last show of the week. I definitely always give my Wildcard Mar top 10 NFL teams as, the next week of the NFL kicks off tomorrow, Thursday night. We'll do that. I got a question. When are we going to see Christian McCaffrey? I would like to see Christian McCaffrey at some point in time, because I got a spot on my fantasy team just wasting away with his ass on IR. I would like for him to be healthy and playing like Christian McCaffrey so I can stop losing in my damn fantasy league. That would be nice. Christian, just let me know. Well, when are we going to see you? It'd be nice to know that. But I want to talk a little bit basketball. The Karl Anthony Towns trade was official. A lot of teams are doing their training camps right now, getting ready for the season. Hey, I brought my brother along. You seen him on the show before. He's been on the show before on the Late Night Owl show. We do a food react show together. We also we're two fifths. Is my math might be fucked up? 2/5, yeah, of the 2/6 now. Now it's 6. So 2/6 of now the ever growing Stully show crew. But no, because there's me, Corey, Chris, JoJo, of course, Mitch, and now Virgil. Yes, so it's 6, 2/6. Yes, my math is now correct. Yes. Success. Hey, I had to bring my bro here, man. Hey, you know him as Spike Stully. I call him Mitch. What's up, bro?
What's good, dog?
Nothing, man. Basketball's right around the corner.
It is. Thank goodness. I've missed it, bro. I've missed it.
October 2nd. Now that we're in October 2nd, but October 3rd on your East Coast. But still, regardless, the key to that that October is coming is because training camp. Training camp. Yeah. So
Jimmy Butler showed up to training camp normal this year,
which is odd. That's
he must know he's gonna get traded.
He
must know he's gonna get traded. He's gonna get traded. He's getting traded.
I don't know.
He's getting traded.
I don't know. Yeah, but who you gonna trade him for, and who's gonna replace that? Who's gonna replace his production that he brings in
I don't necessarily think I don't think they trade to replace the production. I think they might trade for like the few, because like there's a few teams that Jimmy Butler makes sense on. You got Houston. He makes sense on Houston. New Orleans want to get rid of Ingram, but I don't know if that's but I don't know if that's a trade you want to, because look at New Orleans roster, bro. There's an odd man out. Because you trade for DeJounte Murray, somebody got to come off the bench. It's not going to be CJ. It's not going to be DeJounte. You just traded for him. Who you have Herb Jones come off the bench. That's your best defender.
True.
So somebody got to come off the bench.
And I don't know if B.I.'s ready to take that role.
No. So you get rid of him. Because what's the cat's name off the bench? Trey Murphy.
Trey Murphy? Yeah.
He needs to start.
Oh, really?
He needs to start. He needs to start. And I don't see him starting because Brandon Ingram is on the team. That's why I feel like the Pelicans' best bet is just move Brandon Ingram. Because like you move Brandon Ingram, you still got a solid team.
And B.I. still young enough. You might actually get some good compensation back.
You might get some good compensation for him. And you got to think, you might not even need the production that Brandon Ingram brings to the team this year, because I believe Zion's going to have if he can stay healthy, he's going to have one of the best years of his career because he's playing with a true point guard for the first time. DeJounte Murray is a point guard.
To Zion's credit, he stayed relatively healthy last year.
He did.
For the most part. So,
and I think he dropped some more weight. I think he's down to like 250 now.
Slimmer and trimmer, like I like my women. Yeah. Wifey didn't. She sleeps. She didn't hear me say that. So. Yeah, but when she see this replay, she like, what? I heard what you said last night. Anyway, no, good point. I think New Orleans is definitely. I don't think they're a sleeper team no more. Now that you kind of made the playoffs a couple of times. Without Zion, with Zion, now is the year that I actually think they got expectations. So let's see what they can really do.
Yeah,
this year. What else is going on in the league? Phoenix got a new coach, Budenhauser.
I like Phoenix this year, man.
Really?
Yeah, and you want to know why? Because they have a point guard. I know he making 50-something million a year. Bring Bradley Beal off the bench.
That's bold. You know that, right?
I know it's bold. Bring him off the bench. Because you got a point who again. Okay. You start Book, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant. Who's your four? Who you putting at the four?
Wait, who's your center? Nurkic?
Yep.
Okay, so I can't put KD at the four.
You can't put KD at the four, right?
Well, for me, I wouldn't want to, because then he would have to take too much physicality on the defensive side, going against somebody else's power forward. When I want him energized for his offense. I can't put him at the four.
So who's your four? Mason Plumlee?
I mean, I'm gonna have to suck it up and put him there. Yeah.
I don't know, bro. Or
take Bill off the court.
Tyus Jones.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal. I'm sorry. Tyus Jones, Devin Booker, right?
KD.
That's your
three.
Mason Plumlee at the four, like you said, and you got Nurkic at the five. You don't have to put KD at the three. You can let him run you don't have to put KD at the four. You can let him run the three. You got Tyus Jones. I think that was the biggest issue with Phoenix last year, is like they had the talent. They just didn't have anybody to facilitate. Devin Booker's not a point guard. Bradley Beal's not a point guard.
No.
Tyus Jones is a point guard. He's a good point guard.
Yeah, solid. He definitely solid. No, that's a fair point, because I think that was kind of why KD and Frank Vogel really wasn't vibing, because the rotation. What was Frank? He really didn't address the rotation and who was going to play the role. He's like, y'all motherfuckers is talented. Figure it out. No, you're the coach. You got to put somebody in this spot to play point guard.
I like Phoenix next year, and hey, I think Coach Bud gonna come in there. Devin Booker said the first thing he said to him is, "You owe me a championship." You owe me a championship. So I like their chances, but it's just the West is so stacked, man.
West is always stacked.
It is always stacked. So it's like I like Phoenix chances, but what were they last year? 6 seed?
Something like that. 5 or 6 seed.
I can see them finishing around there again, even though I like them. I don't see them being better than like 5 other teams in the West. There's so many. There's so many.
I still don't like my Lakers, though. I still think they're competing for a play-in.
Get right there with my Warriors, dog. Right
Speaking
there
of
with my
Warriors, this will be the first year in what, almost 11, 12 years without Clay? Something like that?
Yeah, man. He got drafted in 2011.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, 13 years without
13 years. Yeah. It's weird, man, because it's like I didn't want to see him go because he's a splash brother, bro. He is the Warrior. You know, he is Golden State Warriors. I mean, I know Steph is, but like Clay is too. And it's just, did I love him last year? No.
He had flashes. He had flashes that kind of.
Yeah, he had flashes. I honestly think that he would have been better off coming off the bench for the team. That's not something he wanted to do. I get that. You're Klay Thompson. You helped us win 4 championships.
Yeah.
You missed 2 years, came back and won a championship that year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know.
But you can't go into a play-in game and not score a single point.
Yeah, not the way he was playing.
So it's like
we didn't get enough. We didn't get enough of normal Clay last year.
We didn't. So it hurt to see him go, but I like what they did, man. I like what they did. They brought in D'Anthony Melton. They brought in Buddy Hield. They brought in Kyle Anderson. I like what they did. I like what they did. I like AirPods. I think he's gonna develop to be a nice 2. That was Brandon Pajemski, Kuminga. I think Kuminga could have a really good year this year. Trace Jackson Davis. They just reported he grew 1.5 inches over the summer.
That's crazy.
I like what we did. I don't see us in the top 6, but I can see us getting a play-in spot.
And then after that, anything can happen after that.
You saw what Miami Heat did last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah,
2 years ago, rather.
Anything can happen after that. So I mean,
went to the finals as a play-in team,
which is crazy.
Insane.
Crazy. No, so y'all got too much winning pedigree in that building to not still compete.
Yeah, I mean,
or at least too much pride, too much, like I said, championship grit and metal that's in that building that is still part of that foundation that helped turn that franchise around. It's too much still left in there. That's part of that.
And another thing is, now that Clay is gone, that opens up so many more shots for Moses Moody and Kuminga, like all of them. It opens up so many more shots.
That's a good point.
So,
let some of your younger talent start flourishing. I feel that. Yeah,
we still gonna be like an 8-9 seed though.
You'll still as long as number 30 stays healthy and we ain't worried about his jump shot. We ain't worried about it.
That's the only shot we got. That's the only shot we got.
Yeah. No, I feel you. No, I think the Warriors still be a solid team. Let's look at the East.
Let's look at the East. The East. Oh my goodness.
Paul George goes to Philly.
Yeah, which I hated because I wanted him. He wanted to go to Golden State. He said on the pod he was down to go to Golden State.
I think Philly offered him more money.
I hate that. I don't like it.
And then Golden State didn't want to match it. That's what I think. I mean, obviously, I can't confirm nor deny it.
That's what it is. Well, because the Golden State trade, it would have been a trade with the Clippers. it would have been a trade with the Clippers, but then when that trade didn't go down, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it was a team or a player, but it was an option that got declined, obviously.
Oh,
And-
but then also, if I'm the Clippers, I'm not going to help Golden State beat me because he's a direct opponent.
That's true too. And I can see why they didn't want to do that. It just sucked. As a Golden State fan, it just sucked.
Oh, no,
I
got you.
like him in Philly a lot because he doesn't have to be option 1 or 2 now.
Yeah.
He could be option 3. And Paul George is a damn good option 3.
That's a hell of a good option at 3.
Option 3, bro.
Man, Paul George is your third option? Oh, wait, what?
Life is good.
course.
Life is good.
Well, I mean, so here's my only knock about PG. Will he be there come playoff time? Because there's been times where lately, I mean, obviously he's getting older.
That's
if you banged up, are you going to be, partially here for playoffs? Are you going to be here for the full playoffs? How much?
And that's my problem. That's my personal problem with Philly. Is not only is your number 3 option always iffy,
Your
your number 1 option is always iffy.
You're number 1.
So Philly, they look good if they're healthy, but I don't know if they're gonna be healthy long enough to even. You saw Joel Embiid was gonna win MVP last year if he didn't get hurt.
Got hurt.
He got hurt.
Missed a lot of games.
He missed too many games. Didn't qualify.
No, didn't qualify for now the new rule. You got to play 65 games.
Which I'm not mad at.
Oh no, I don't hate the rule. And so here's the thing: we do know that sports is sports. Injuries are part of it, but something for me when it's the same person that's always hurt
Over and over. Yep.
over, I got to look at you. Like, what are you not doing to take care of your body? Are you not putting in enough work? Are you not investing? Look, say what you want about LeBron. I'm not a big fan of LeBron's basketball game. All right, I respect the man for father philanthropy that he does this, but I'm talking about basketball. You got to respect the fact that he invests in his body and he takes care of it. There's no way you play 20 years at 40 years old if you don't take care of your body. All right.
How old is he right now?
He's 40, bro.
He turns 41 in March or something. That's crazy.
Like
crazy,
yeah.
Bro. And he's still a top 10 player in the league.
That's crazy. No, for real. I can't even knock that. He still is a top 10 player in today's NBA.
But in the Olympics, he was playing like he was top 3.
Oh no, he had some bounce. No, for real, he had some bounce. I was like,
oh, for sure.
I was like, bro, you looking real 2015-ish right now, bro. What are you doing?
But it's I don't know, man. Paul George, Joel Embiid, Giannis, they need to ask LeBron what he do. Because again, we talking about being hurt when it counts.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Giannis. That's the second playoff run in a row.
That got hurt for.
And got eliminated in the first round because he was hurt.
That's tough. So that's what crazy. That's what makes me think that the East still runs through Boston. Not only did they obviously win the championship last year, but all these other teams who are trying to quote unquote chase them. 76ers, like we just mentioned, you got too many injury questions. So how much is Tyrese Maxey going to be able to ball out again to try to keep that team afloat? Cleveland, I don't think you got enough. You got way too many guards. They always got hella guards. The Magic, I think the Magic might take a step forward. Their experience in the playoffs is going to help them grow, mature, and get better. I like them.
KCP was a great pickup for them.
Oh, they picked up KCP? Oh, that's crazy. I love KCP. I wish he could have stayed in LA. But no, I think the Magic are going to get better.
They're not touching Boston though.
No. Oh no.
I can see them getting better, but it runs through Boston. And you want to know why it runs through Boston, bro? Because they showed us in the playoffs, in the finals, that they can win and win convincingly when they're not getting anything from Jason Tatum.
Who's your star of that team? Yeah, no, I don't hate that take, bro. I don't hate it.
Jason Tatum is their one, but Jaylen Brown is their 1B.
I mean,
he's not a 2. He's their 1B.
Damn, I think you wanted something. I think they might be the only team that has a 1A and a 1B. There's really no 1-2. Because there are times where Tatum is just so trash, but Jaylen Brown could pick up the slack. And then there's times where Jaylen Brown might be a little bit off. Tatum picks up the slack. So it's kind of like
imagine how effective Jaylen Brown would be if he learned how to dribble with his left hand. Oh my God. He would be amazing.
Monster. Be a monster. I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey. Hey, it's like that girl that only knows how to do one move. Like, girl, if you knew how to do a couple of more, you'd be married.
Move your hips, you be a beast.
You'd be married right now, girl. I put a ring on that thing, girl. What's up with you? No, man. And then I'll say this about Milwaukee. I didn't like that Dame trade to begin with. I didn't think it was ever going to work out. Because when he got Giannis on the floor, he needs to get to the paint and he needs it cleared out for him to get his offensive going. And that kind of limits Damian Lillard. Now you just making him a jump shotter. You're making him a three-point shooter when Dame can score anywhere on the floor. But if Giannis on the floor with me, who needs that paint cleared out, and to get him involved, that kind of forces me to be on the outside, and I can't really play my full game. That's just what I saw when I was observing, watching.
Right, but I also saw that a Dame Giannis pick and roll is damn near impossible to stop.
Which I didn't understand how they didn't
run many pick and rolls at all.
That was my point. I don't know how you didn't use that as your number one weapon and you keep using it until somebody finds a way to stop it.
Right. They didn't use it nearly as much as they. I don't like Milwaukee as far as like a contender in the East, because we don't even know if they can get out of the first round anymore. Like I like them to win a lot of regular season games.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I like them in the playoffs. I don't.
Not lately.
Like
they are really straight up a born missionary.
And then Chris Middleton only show up when he wants to.
Hey, that motherfucker is finessing right now. He is getting money hand over fist for just being on the squad. Because it's like
extortion, dog. Extortion. It's frustrating to watch, honestly. It's like, what?
No, I can't watch. I gave up on Milwaukee the moment that they weren't able to even remotely repeat anything that they did in 2021 after winning that championship. Ever since then, I'm like, nope, I don't trust them. Hey, literally, it's almost like trying to see if a pimp can sell you a business plan. I don't trust that shit, bro. It's just you just don't trust certain shit, and that would be one of them. I don't trust Milwaukee, bro. You don't trust that shit, bro. It's shit's shaky, dog. After Pimp was trying to teach me how to, pimping 101, that's something else.
That's something that might,
yeah, but not a business plan. Nah, I don't.
Never that.
It's too rough around the edges, dog. There's one team in the East that definitely need to talk about, as this trade is official now. Karl Anthony Towns is now a part of the New York Knicks. Dante DiVincenzo, Julius Randle goes to Minnesota. But give me your thoughts, because I might be a little bit long-winded on this one. Just give me your thoughts on this trade, man. You like it? You hate it? You think who do you think won? How you really feeling about it, man?
Well, do I like it? So, I think the Knicks won the trade.
Really?
The Knicks needed a center because you don't know what version of Mitch Robb you're getting back. I don't even know how to pronounce the other guy on the team who plays center. I've never seen the name before. I don't know if this man's ever even played NBA minutes. You needed a center. You also learned last year during that playoff run, you don't necessarily need Julius Randle. Right? The Knicks can win a basketball game with 4 players, we learned, apparently. The motherfuckers be hurt. And still somehow pull out win. It's crazy. They didn't need Julius Randle. Dante DiVincenzo, it was crazy because everybody was like, Nova Knicks. Dante DiVincenzo apparently wasn't into the idea. He didn't like the fact that they were bringing all these people in and his role was going to be diminished. So he apparently wasn't thrilled about being there anymore. So I think the Knicks won the trade. I don't like the trade because the Knicks, you lose depth by trading DiVincenzo.
Mm-hmm.
The Timberwolves get depth, but you have Julius Randle. And nothing. I'm not gonna act like Julius Randle's a bum. He's an all NBA basketball player.
Yeah, I know exactly where you're headed. What you're trying to say.
But you were just in the Western Conference Finals. The only reason I could see them doing this is because Cat makes a ridiculous amount of money and they wanted some flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason I can see them doing that. Because why would you not go to the Western Conference Finals and be like, let's run it back, see if we can, you know what I mean? Upgrade the team, let's run it back. You didn't upgrade here. Best case scenario, you're just as good as you were last year.
Yeah.
But I think the Knicks got better. Oh man. Out of context, that's crazy.
With no context, that's crazy, bro.
Out of context, that's crazy.
No, you didn't miss it. We're still on basketball teams. Oh man. That's absolutely wild, bro.
But man, I think Cat makes the Knicks better, even though they lost some depth. You still got Deuce McBride. He showed you a lot last year. You still got Josh Hart coming off your bench. You got Mikal Bridges now, which I thought was ridiculous. I think Cat makes the Knicks better. I thought getting Mikal made them better, and I think Cat makes them better than that.
I forgot about them getting Mikal. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. So like, if I had to give, because again, we just talked about Philly. We just talked about Philly, okay? And Embiid is gonna miss some games. I don't want him to, but I'm a realist. Embiid gonna miss some games. Paul George gonna get hurt second quarter of game 2 in the first round. Okay. I got Boston and then New York as my top 2 seeds next year. I think Boston, New York is going to be your Eastern Conference final.
No, you make some good points.
I tell you what, if the Knicks were healthy, Boston, New York would have been your Eastern Conference final this year.
Oh, no doubt. Jalen Brunson's hand injury definitely kind of killed the was it total buzzkill for that.
Yeah.
But also remember they acquired OG I.O.W the year before. So he's your you'll probably move him to your probably your 3, because you got Mikal. I think Mikal would be your 2. Jalen would be your 1. Cat would be your 4, because and I'll explain that in a second, and you'll have Mitchell as your 5. And the only reason why I say that is because here's the part of the trade that I don't like. I don't like the fact that Karl-Anthony Towns is a perimeter big guy, especially offensively.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to shoot threes. All right, let's just call it what it is. He likes to shoot threes. He likes to, take the mid range. He is not a back him down, fuck you up in the paint type of big guy. That's not his game. It's not. And I think his style of play is not how Tibbs coaches. Because if we know anything about Thibodeau, he's going to ride with maybe 7-8 rotation, and minutes is about to be crazy high.
Didn't Thibodeau coach Cat? Am I tripping? Did Thibodeau not coach Minnesota once upon a time?
No, I believe it was Chicago. I don't know if he ever ended up in
Maybe I'm tripping.
Minnesota.
Okay, maybe I'm tripping. Oh, you're right. It was no, I'm tripping. Yeah, you're right. It was Chicago. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I'm thinking.
But no, I just don't.
Oh, nah, here we go. Tony the Savant said he coached Minnesota too.
Did he?
Okay, yeah. So I think that makes it even better. It sounds even better to me now. Tibbs know what he got coming in. You feel me?
And
I don't know if you know this, bro, but the Knicks have Josh Hart listed as a power forward.
Which I know that can't be true.
He is on their roster listed as a power forward.
Yeah, that can't be true.
This man is 6'4". You got point guards taller than him.
Okay, so yeah, he did coach. Was 2017 and 2018.
Yeah, so he's coached Cat before, man. I think.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They went 31-51, 47-35, and then they fired him halfway through 2018 season.
You look at the rosters, though. Compare the rosters.
No. Well, trust me, that roster did not have Anthony Edwards. Okay, so yeah, there's a definitely it was pretty much Cat and a whole bunch of other people.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, oh man, I'm still what's up, Tone? I'm still just like his style of game is just not. I know. I'm not a big fan of Cat's game. I know. I just wish.
Anytime I think of Cat, I think of that picture of him trying to post up on Boogie Cousins.
Oh, and Boogie ate him up.
Boogie was like this, and Cat was like, "Oh my goodness!"
No, because here's my thing: when you're 7 foot, I think you need to have a certain mentality about you. You gotta be like play up to your size. Like have a mentality that matches your size, and maybe that's too much of me to ask for. Look, I'm 5'11". I got a 7 foot nigga's attitude. I think I'm the biggest nigga in the world. Because I refuse to think. I don't want nobody to think that they gonna push me over just because they bigger than me. I think I have a certain mentality. I've always had it when I played sports. Just because of my size, no, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'm a fight. When I played football, I was a corner. I'm going against dude 6'3". I'm 5'11". I don't care. They used to lock niggas down. I don't give a fuck. Because you got to have a certain mentality. And for him to be 7 foot, stop pussyfooting and being on the 3-point line. Because here's what really bothered me about Cat. In Minnesota, they literally went out of their way. You know what I'm saying? Literally went out of their way, gave up numerous first-round picks to go get Rudy Gobert. Just for the fact so Cat didn't have to exuberate so much energy being a center. Because he doesn't like playing center. Same issue I got with Anthony Davis. It's the same issue I got with Karl Anthony Towns. For you to be so talented at that size, you need to have a certain mentality about you, and you don't carry that. You don't carry that dog mentality. That's why I get annoyed with Cat. That's why I get annoyed with Anthony Davis, because we're talking about Jokic. We're talking about Embiid. When these two motherfuckers got everything you need in a big man to be that guy that you should talk about, and they not talking about you as an MVP candidate, as a top 5 player. We talking about Embiid that way. We talking about Jokic that way. When these two cats got all the tools to be that and more. That's what bothers me with Cat. That's what bothers me about AD. It's mentality.
Yeah.
I need you to be the big dog. So that's why I didn't like this trade, because I'm like, you kind of messing up something good, because I really would have loved to see how the Knicks would look with Julius and DiVincenzo, adding Mikal Bridges, OG coming back more healthy, obviously Brunson more healthy. You come back. To me, I thought that it still would have been at least a top 3 team in the East, as it was before the trade.
You don't think they are now?
Oh no, they're still a top. You're a top 2 team right behind Boston. I mean, just the fact that you have the fact that, hey, Cat is, he is one of the better big men in a small guys league. But I need him to play like a big guy. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So, without a doubt, the tough guys that were at Kentucky play football, which that Kentucky football program is always delivered tough guys. No cap. Hey, they scrap down there. No cap. So that's why, like, I know my answer is kind of just based off of really how I have a certain disdain of mentality for Cat. But if I take my feelings out of it, it does make sense for the Knicks. Add him to what they did with Mikal, OG, Brunson. So it does make sense, because then you can, if you really think about it, you can hopefully just kind of let Mitchell Robinson just eat all the glass down there, because Cat's not going to be down there. So the post is on.
What if they start him at the 5?
What Mitchell?
No, Cat.
No, he won't do it.
You don't think so?
I
think that's why they traded for him, bro. Because I don't think Mitch Robinson's gonna be healthy to start the season. They needed a center, and like I said, the other center on their roster, I don't even know his name. I don't think he's ever played in the NBA before. I'm not sure this person exists. So they needed somebody to play center if Mitch Robinson's not gonna be healthy.
If they did that for that Mitch, they're going to regret that trade. Because that is the main reason why they absolutely brought Rudy Gobert into Minnesota. Kept bitching and whining about, I got to do all this big man's work. Yes, motherfucker, you big. You big. You supposed to do big man's work. Yes. No, I want to shoot threes. Okay, you won the 3-point contest. That don't make you Steph Curry, nigga. Like, come on, man. So, look, I get it. But if they brought him in to specifically play center, I don't think it's going to work. He wanted that protection from Gobert. He asked for it. He literally asked for that protection from Gobert, and they gave away multiple first. Minnesota was like, or Utah was like, oh. Well, you want to protect that soft ass nigga? Oh, well, you're going to come off some first rounds for Gobert, bro. Oh, yeah.
You want to take this contract off our hands?
Oh, yeah. You come off some first rounds.
Yeah. I don't know,
So,
man.
I don't know, bro. If that's what the Knicks' plan was, and obviously, I'm pretty sure we'll hear, more details on what made them made that trade because, like you said, behind Jericho Sims, I don't know who this nigga is. Who's him? Who's that guy? They lost Harvestein. He left.
I hated that because I liked Hartenstein on that team.
Okay, so if they kept him, I'd have been totally fine with this trade.
Yeah.
I'd have been totally fine with this trade. I'm like, that makes sense. That makes 100% sense.
Mm-hmm.
But without him, I'm like, that's why I'm kind of having my reservations about it. Like,
did you know Hartenstein was black?
Yeah, I knew he was a high yellow boy, highlighter. Yeah,
just found that out not too long ago.
Yeah, he's a highlighter. He's a highlighter.
Through me. Oh, I heard him talk, and I said, "Oh, what?" He sound blacker than me.
He said, "Huh?" Like something don't sound right.
That's a voiceover. That's not him.
Like who's playing with this man's voice? Like, y'all got a voice box? I am Kane. Rest in peace. Hey man. I'm tripping. Hey, it's the last show of the week, so that's when I start getting tripping on this show, dog. Don't even mind me.
Might as well.
Nah, good NBA talk. You're more than welcome to stick around. But I want to talk about this real quick as I play this clip. Listen to this.
Yeah, I think it is certainly snowballed downhill here quickly. I mean, I remember that first week of the season where it was like, is he going to play? Is he not? It's a game time decision. And now to be sitting here, 4 weeks later in zero timetable for return. He's gone to Germany, which is generally never a good sign when you're over there mid-season. I think you don't want to speculate, obviously, about what happened over there, but there's been many guys that have gone over to Germany in the past, and they do
Have you?
successful things over there. No, I've done some similar treatments to what they do over there. I've never actually gone over there. I mean, I know Kobe's been over there. We talked about that before. So it does. There are definitely things that help with tendonitis. That's for sure. So I'm hoping that he got that, and it helps extremely quickly because the world wants to see him. But this is always a fascinating part for me with sports as well, is we put these timelines on things and we have these expectations for these guys because we're not attached to them whatsoever. We just want to see him on the field. We're like, just get back out there.
4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks.
But the person, like, he's going through just agony. Like, he wants to know what's wrong. He wants to know how to make it better. Every single day, he wants to make progress towards getting back on the field. Yet all he does is turn on the TV and see everybody talking about, when's it going to get back? What is it? It adds this stress, this anxiety on top of you that as a player is really tough. And we do forget, because we make all the big money, because there's so much gambling on the line, because there's billions of dollars on the line, everybody wants the information, I understand. But at the same time, I do think that we sometimes forget that these guys are human, and he literally has something extremely painful going on in his Achilles. And if he could be out there in any capacity, he would be.
So that's J.J. Watt, former Defensive Player of the Year, talking about CMC. Obviously, he's dealing with some tendonitis in his Achilles. Hey, you ain't got to tell me, dog. He's sitting on my IR right now, just taking up a spot, and I could be using him. I literally just lost him Sunday. In some of your
wow, because bro, I thought you had it. I thought you had that. I thought you had. I did not look at. I found out I won Tuesday morning.
Jared Goff did it for you. That's what he did. He went perfect. I was looking at that game Monday night. I'm like, motherfucking Jared Goff.
Hey, speaking of CMC, he on the bench right now. That's where I'm gonna put myself because I have not been locked at all. None of this. So, I'm going to holler at y'all.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro. We'll get up, though.
Yes, sir.
But no, man, CMC, man, look, I'm right there with you, Tony. He's messing up my fantasy team, too. And I think, just listening to what JJ said, here's the thing about it. And I think he can attest to it the most. Y'all remember he was going through his injury situations, and obviously he's talking about us as fans. There's billions of dollars on the line, and not just what the this team salary that he's getting, that's only millions. When he's talking about billions, he's talking about people like me and Tony. Fantasy, there's people who have fantasy leagues that you actually play or pay big money to get a part of these fantasy teams. And CMC, who is a very coveted running back at that position, when we gonna see him? Obviously, you're talking about the betting that's involved with it. That changes how you bet when it comes to San Francisco 49ers games. So the stress that JJ Watt was talking about, I think that's a real thing, because when you're a player and you're listening to this, that adds more pressure. And now you're trying to rush to get back. More than likely, you're going to probably re-aggravate something, or you're going to agitate something, or you're not getting the proper healing, and you're pushing it. And then you do nobody no good. Because now, not only are we not going to see you on a fantasy or able to gamble on you, hell, now you're in that situation right now where we don't know if we're going to see you at all. And I agree with JJ Watt 100%. When you go to Germany, that ain't never good. You got to go out the country to get opinions on your injury? Damn. That means something where all the medical advancements in the United States that have been made can't really figure out what the hell is going on with you, that you literally got to get on a plane and get the hell out of the States to find out what's going on so you can get an answer on what's going on with your body. That doesn't bode well. That doesn't go good. Well, let's look at this as the football terms for the 49ers. How much does it change about the 49ers? I obviously think, for my opinion, I think the 49ers are still a good team. Good team. I put emphasis on that. Still a good team. But damn it, they ain't the same dominant team without CMC. CMC is such a Swiss Army knife, whether he's running outside zone, inside zone, whether he's going out and catching passes in the flats, running those angle routes, running those flat routes, or there's times where they line him up in the slot, and he's such a good person that can be a good decoy and does so many things that opens up everything. Matter of fact, he opens up things for Brandon Ayuk. Do you really think Brandon Ayuk? Don't get me wrong. I think Brandon Ayuk is a solid player, damn good receiver. I don't know what happened with him when he got the money. He forgot to play football. But let's be honest. There's a lot of things that come with CMC, and he doesn't even have to necessarily be the person to defeat you on that offensive side of the football. He just has to be present. He just has to be there. He opens up things for Brandon Ayuk because of the threat that you have with CMC on both the rushing and receiving side. He opens up things for Debo. He opens up things for George Kittle. Granted, all three of those individuals are good players. But there's a difference when you have literally a standard. That's what people need to understand. Christian McCaffrey is the standard, or the new prototype of running back that you want in the league, that he can be dominant on both sides of the rushing and the receiving part of the offensive side. There's a reason why he's the highest paid running back. There's a reason why he leads the running back market in income, because 31 other teams are looking for a running back like him. Have y'all not paid attention? All these other running backs that can't do what he do, they're disposable. Derrick Henry is great in all means, but he got cut. You know why he got cut? Because there's times when you can load the box up against a big old tank like him and slow him down. He can't catch. You can make him one-dimensional. There's a third down, and you in third and long, 3rd and 5 or longer than that, you got to take Derrick Henry off the field. There's not a play that you don't have in your playbook that you cannot use CMC on. Every play he can do. You don't have a play in your playbook that you say, I can't use Christian on that one. No, that's a lie. Every last play on your offensive playbook, you can use Christian McCaffrey on every last single play. You can't say that about a Derrick Henry. You can't say that about certain other running backs who are just ground and pounders. You can't catch the ball as a running back. You're disposable. In your income ain't at the top of the market. Bijan Robinson, when it's time for him to get paid, he has probably about 2 more years left in his rookie deal. Guess where his market is going to be? Guess what? It's going to be next to CMC's because he can do what CMC does. Saquon Barkley, to a certain extent, can do what CMC does. That's why he fought for some of that money. It's levels to this shit, and CMC is at the top of that. So that's why when you say, "Hey, man, why is CMC so coveted? Why is Bijan Robinson will be coveted? Why is Saquon coveted? Because these special individuals can kill you in more than one way as a running back. Did y'all not see game 1 of Philly in Green Bay in Brazil? Literally, Saquon was lined up on the outside, went straight down the field and caught a pass like he was a wide receiver. Christian McCaffrey runs routes like a wide receiver. Bijan Robinson moves like a wide receiver, but they primarily play running back. That is the new standard of the prototypical running back that these NFL teams are looking for. And if you can't duplicate it, you will not get paid like that. And then turn, you are disposable. How great Derrick Henry was, he's on another team, ain't he? If he was so great, he would have stayed in Tennessee. He would have been coveted not to go away. That's not the case. But will we ever see CMC? I don't know. It don't sound good right now. It's fucking up my fantasy team. Now I know he's an individual. I know he's a human being. I wish him the best. I really do. Because I know as much as we as fans want him back on the field, see him play football, want him back able for our fantasy teams, be able to bet on the 49ers, feel more comfortable about winning some money when he's playing, that's fine. But for him as a human being, he wants to be more healthy and be on the field for himself and his teammates more than we want to make money off of. So taking the fan and fantasy team owner aside, as a human being, I hope he's okay because he plays that style of football that people literally want to go see and watch. There was a reason why he was on the Madden cover. But there it is. That Madden cover jinx might be real, y'all. Might be real. Just saying. But speaking of football, as y'all know, on Wednesdays, for the last show of the week, I definitely do my top 10 teams. And here it is, top 10 teams. I got the Buffalo Bills at number 10, down 7 spots from last week. Look, this was what I was concerned about. The moment I jump on the Bills bandwagon and they play somebody of actual, strength of competition, they did what they did. They got their ass whooped. Playing Miami, playing Arizona, playing Jacksonville. Those weren't true measuring sticks. What happened to them in Baltimore, that was their measuring sticks. They got their ass whooped. Point blank period. Got stomped. So I got them at number 10. Number 9, Baltimore Ravens, the team that just whooped their ass. I know Bills are 3-1, and Baltimore is 2-2. But I got to give credit where credit is due. They kicked the dog shit out of Buffalo. I got to put Ravens at number 9. Number 8, Seattle Seahawks, down 3 spots from last week. Tough loss to Detroit. Points and times in that game, I was looking for them to get some stops. They weren't able to. I know it was a funny call on that offensive pick on Tyler Lockett. I didn't like that call, but it is what it is. I'm not going to put the blame on that ref for that situation. It was just a couple of times where the Seahawks were not able to get stops when they needed them. And that's a true fact. So I can't put that on the ref in that situation. Number 7, Steelers, down 3 spots from the week before. I don't know what happened with you guys against Indy. Not enough offense, not enough defense. I mean, Joe Flacco pretty much played that game, and you guys just found no way to shut old Joe Flacco down. I don't know what happened. Now, don't get me wrong. I saw some of those holding calls that weren't called, but then again, we just got to call it a spade a spade. Not everything is the ref's fault, but there were some calls that it was like, oh, what are you doing? You got to call that. But hey, it is what it is. Can't blame everything on the refs. Number 6, got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Way to bounce back to losing to Broncos, and then they took care of business. Point blank period. Took care of business, and I got them up 4 spots from last week, and what a way to bounce back. Number 5, I got the Commanders up 1 spot from last week. Hey, say what you want. Jaden Daniels is the truth. I know I've seen a lot of people comparing the play of C.J. Stroud as a rookie last year, and they're comparing Jaden Daniels to the C.J. Stroud of last year. They're saying he's the C.J. Stroud of this year. I get the comparison. I just think Jaden Daniels is the Jaden Daniels of this year. I thought he was a more polished rookie coming out of the draft. My only knock was if he was able to protect himself and not take the unnecessary hits. So far, he's managing to, not take the unnecessary hits so far this year. And hey, 2 games in a row, he's just been masterclass. So I got Commanders at 5. And who would have thought 3-1 Washington Commanders leading the NFC East? Who would have thunk it? I wouldn't have. That's for damn sure. Number 4, Houston Texans, up 3 spots from last week. Hey, they made their got that ass whooped by Minnesota the week before, got exposed. They turned around and they took care of business against a trash ass Jacksonville team. So they did what they were supposed to do. So I give credit to C.J. Stroud, the coach. I'm drawing a blank. What's homeboy's name? Such a drawing a blank. And they managed to get their shit together. Somebody help me out. What's the Houston, Texas name? I'm so drawing a blank. It must be late. No. But no, give the Texans their prop. They are a good ass team. They're doing their thing. And I'm still sticking with CJ Stroud as my MVP pick. I know he got a little bit exposed against the Minnesota Vikings, but of course, the way that Brian Flores is coaching that defensive team, he'll expose a lot of people. All right. That's just what it is. Number 3, I got the Lions back in my top 10. Hey, great game against Seattle. Jared Goff goes perfect, 18 for 18. And for those who think that he just threw some little pity-patty passes, you weren't watching the game. He threw some dimes in that game. Even called a touchdown pass. All right. Give the Lions their credit. They had some penalties on defense, but they also came up with some good plays that kept Seattle out the end zone. So they did what they did. Number 2, Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, my Chiefs at number 2. They ain't looking good. They don't. But guess what? They still undefeated. You keep winning, you stay at the top of the top 10. Because that means that you always find ways to win. That means that you always do things to make sure you get the W. And as long as you got PM, Patrick Mahomes, this guy, you just might be all right. Anytime. Hey, keep winning, stay at the top. And of course, number one, Minnesota Vikings, the only other undefeated team. Vikings, Chiefs, the only two undefeated teams left in the NFL. Vikings, damn it, who would have thunk it? Sam Darnold just might be your top MVP candidate right now. Who would have thunk that? I shouldn't know that. I wouldn't have. I would definitely say him and Josh Allen are probably playing the best quarterback right now. And that was definitely before what the Ravens did to Josh Allen. But Sam Darnold is playing damn good football. There's been a couple of times I've seen him throw some complete dimes, and I'm like, oh, you sure that's Sam Darnold? Is that the same I'm seeing go Sam Darnold? Oh, yeah, he looked good. He finally got with a coach that's got him right. Kevin O'Connell is doing his thing with Sam Darnold. Put him in the right positions to make great plays, and he's doing his thing. He's balling. Then you got like I said, Brian Flores is literally, in my opinion, has coached his way into some head coaching jobs. In my opinion, will he get the chances? I don't know. Should they give him the chances? Yep. But then again, we know how NFL operates. But there you have it. Minnesota Vikings at number one. So recap: Bills 10, Ravens 9, Seahawks 8, Steelers 7, Buccaneers 6, Commanders 5, Texans 4, Lions 3, Chiefs 2, Vikings 1. And that is Lockhart Mar's top 10 teams going into week 5. Hey, got to give a shout out to my brother Mitch. Spike Studley came through and we talked some basketball for a good minute. Definitely appreciate him. I definitely appreciate everybody jumping in the chats. Hey, do me a favor. Going over to I.O.W Sports Network, all the social media platforms down there at the bottom of your screen. Like, share, subscribe. Spread the word what we got going on. All right? Because that's how we get bigger. Just keep spreading that word. Because I'm going to keep dropping that content. I'm going to keep dropping that heat for y'all. Y'all just spread the word what we got going on. Hey, when you see that share button when I go live, share this shit. Share this shit. Help bro out, And if you want to chop it up with me personally, going right there to my Twitter page, KC Wildcard Mar. I'll be doing so much podcasting. Just tap in with me right there. I'll be posting everything right there. And until then, like I said, the last show of the week, we'll be back Monday for more late night shows. We definitely should be having a show tomorrow afternoon, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until then, man, it's been real. Wildcard Mar out. Most importantly, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great weekend. Peace.
Yeah. Silent Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card Mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo, let's go. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild